Hello, back at it again this week. Alrighty, our ninth attempt at our Deathless challenge. If anyone's curious, these are the mods I'm using. Got the Torchless mod, two faster dungeon mods, and then the fully lit darkness mod, just to make things a little bit prettier these 100 weeks here. Alright, so we are on week 29 here, almost week 30. Making pretty good progress so far. Boss meters are filling up. Orange is almost done. And that's right, I was considering going on this long quest in the Warrens. If I were to finish this long quest, I'm guessing that would fill this to about 50%. And then I'd probably still have to do two more dungeons to fill that up completely. As far as everything else goes, I already have the Blasphemous Vial. You gotta make sure we keep this Houndmaster at level 1 so that you can go on the Apprentice Flesh dungeon. Mm, what else we got? I do want to start progressing the ruins, and I want to use Leper for that fight, so can't level Leper to level 3 until after I defeat the Apprentice Prophet there. I don't need to go into the Crimson Court just yet. Only have 3 infected heroes and quite a lot of blood actually. Something around 20 vials right now. Okay, so this team looks pretty good to me. We'll have to get rid of Ansi at some point, but Hot to Trot is really good on Houndmaster. Lurker is great on Hellion. Fragile for minus 10% HP. I think that's only like something like 2 to 3 HP probably. Do I want anyone else to have this Dark Bracer? I think we're fine there. Oh, first time bringing this vessel out probably. Gotta get her skills in order. As for an Aquarian here, could start going for a dodge strategy. Invigorating Vapors starts getting good once you get this to like level 3. It will cost some extra money though. I don't think that I quite need that. It's safe to just take these skills here. For Houndmaster, not too worried about health with the Vestal, so we're going to go for the Hound's Carry instead. These will take this slowdowns. Let's take a look at the camping. It's fine. That's fine. For long dungeon, I could consider taking Release the Hound. We want Trinket Scrounge. We want Encourage on her. So it's the campings are likely going to be something like Sanctuary. That's 4. Trinket Scrounge. That's 6. Therapy Dog. That brings up to 9, and then Battle Trance will be 12. So I only need to get Release the Hound here. Get things upgraded. What do we got in the coach? Don't care. Don't care. Nope. Nope. Nothing here. No one's really that stressed. Any diseases I want to cure? Not really right now. And again, she's probably going to be dismissed when she hits level 3 here, so I don't care about that disease really. What other options do I have for taking level 1s this week? I want to keep Reynold around for a Shieldbreaker Nightmare. I will want to take her into the Wield. The negative 20 stress offsets the 10% stress from Nervous. Yeah, this long dungeon is the best option so far. Should have a good chance of getting a lot of gold with the Antiquarian on a long dungeon like this. Usually, historically, I've been a little bit hesitant taking Antiquarian long quests, but we are pretty good as far as levels, items, and skills here, so I'm not worried at all about dying. Hopefully I won't regret my words there. I don't need 2 protective collars, but yeah, I'm actually going to sell one of these. I don't need sturdy greaves. The rest of these can stay. All the food, stack of shovels, take a stack of bandages and 2 extra 3 medicinal herbs for those damage buff curios, the barrels. Let's try taking 3 keys this time. Yeah, long dungeon, 3 keys. Can take 4 of these for the curios. I don't care. Okay, we're down to 15 blood actually, so countdown will be ticking. But honestly, I can start going into the Baron quest at any time I want, really. I actually just want to prioritize spawning the Fanatic before I do that. I like to take care of him as early as I can because he is one of the hardest bosses or hardest challenges of this run, especially with Deathless. And I don't want to try running into him in week 80 and just losing the run there. So our trinkets are good enough to take him out at this point in the game. So this is a long dungeon, but it actually looks really short due to it being complete all battles. This is about the size of just a regular ass medium dungeon, honestly. I can bypass quite a few hallway battles here. I'll take a look at these curios first. Okay, nothing good there. No stress in backtracking, nice. We'll take a peek here to see if there are any piles of scrolls or anything that I want to make a note to bring torches or something. Now we'll start doing these scouted battles. With scouted battles, I can take E off instead of breakthrough. Sure, I can start grabbing some of these. Okay, 2 empty crates. I will keep the map on Antiquarian so we can get a chance of a critical scout. I'll start using these dog biscuits early. I always want to stun this guy. Hopefully we can get a kill on this thing. Nice. Okay. Stun, let's actually go for a kill on this guy. Hmm. Oh, you know what? I do want to take the debuff skill actually. But then again, protect me is kind of crucial if she gets focused for one reason or another. Yeah, might just skip the debuff skill there. Okay, I don't anticipate having to use bandages too much, I guess. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a very difficult dungeon here. Take the busts. Okay, probably use my second dog biscuits here just to get it on my inventory. This might be a good opportunity to camp too, so we just took that cleave stress attack. Get a kill on this thing. Nice, very nice. So that makes the biscuit worth it there. And Antiquarian allowed us to clean up the spitting pig here. Do this. A little of that. Okay. No scouting, so another excuse to camp here so we can use the... Oh, this guy is Trespasser too. Very nice. Town's Watch for sure. Trinket Scrounge. This is worth more than... Yeah, I don't need this thing for sure. Let's take Battle Trance and then let's do a Stress Heal. And that is a very nice camp for us. Now I can swap off the map for Warrior's Bracer here, so she doesn't take the extra stress. We'll take Breakthrough for the unscouted hallway. Okay, don't need a bandage for her. Just pop this now. Don't need the torch. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, I got the map on in time. Or maybe not. I don't know how that works always. It seems like you do have some time to get the trinket on after you already enter the room. Because that happens with fights sometimes, but take the crests. Yeah, for Antiquarian runs, Jade is a lot. Okay, so equipped exactly the wrong item there. I should have just did the Warrior's Bracer for this hallway. But then sometimes you forget to re-equip the map. Won't forget this time. We are going to move down to this hallway here to get that battle done. Another torch. Okay, now let's remember to unequip the map now. Scouted battle, don't need breakthrough. Okay, easy fight. Okay. Let's see. Warrior's Bracer coming in there. I'll hold off on curing the Blight, because he might get hit again next turn anyway, I guess. Let's kill that so we can stun this next turn. Like so. Oh, maybe not. Good crit. Another good crit. Might as well just heal this Blight here, because... Why not? Sapphire, that's alright. Wow, glad you don't have to do that. A lot of double hallway battles in this campaign so far, for some reason. Maybe we put on the map for the chance of a secret room, I'm thinking. course, she could end up afflicting because of that, but I think we have, oh, this will be a lot of stress. Or not, since I got the stun in. Hmm. This will allow us to Hound Sarah here. Potentially kill this off faster. Okay, still not dead, unfortunately. No curses. This is good. Okay. Let's check out this tile here, see if we can get some critical scout for secret room, maybe. Don't really care about food. We need a lot of food. Okay. Let's take this. More food. 95. Let's give Houndmaster the guaranteed trap disarm here. So how long are these buffs going to last? Oh, that's a mistake. Ah, it doesn't matter. The fight already spawned. I can't spawn another fight for backtracking here. A lot more food. Sure, I'll just fill up now. So we have another 2 battles for these camp buffs. Map is off. Okay. Surprise. Nice. Let's go for a kill on this. This should one-shot. Okay. Nice. I'm gonna try to go for... I don't know what I'm going for. Some stress heal on... Yeah, her. Be ideal. It's fine. Okay, again. Again, since I'm gonna dismiss her anyway, probably, let's get the stress lowered on Houndmaster. Probably gonna save these curios for the backtracking. I'll actually... There's an argument to be made for just backtracking for this curio, because I can camp in the next room as the battle buffs wear off, and then just come back for this one so that it doesn't get reset by the camp. Okay. Again, let's actually go for the... Let's do that. Nice. In this case, I actually will try to kill the spitting pig here. Shouldn't be a chance of getting killed by these two. If they got 2 crits, that could have actually killed me. Think about that. It's actually a lot of bleed. That's fine, though. I don't feel great about that. If this crit, I'm wondering if there's a chance that she could have died at this door. It's kind of scary, actually. Gonna have to adjust my gameplay for this challenge here, because I don't do Deathless very often, or actually, just never. Let's actually walk back over here. Oh, actually, no, I have to camp now. to make sure that damage buff sticks from the curio. Do some of this. One of these. One of these again, and Battle Trance. Now we can hit this curio with the Hellion here. Get that nice damage buff. 30% damage buff, same as the statues in the ruins, actually. Okay, so let's swap the map back onto Houndmaster here. We'll backtrack for these curios. Let's put the map on. Okay, no surprise chance, unfortunately. Hmm. I'm still gonna do this. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. I'm gonna learn my lesson here and try to mitigate some damage over stress. The trade-off of letting him take a turn is that I don't get possibly hit to death's door by the chopper here. Here I can Hound Scary, kill this off, do some damage to this. That should die. Let's go ahead and get some resist on him. Yeah, that's why we do that. Nice. Okay. So we don't need another shovel. Well, we don't need this food for sure. I don't anticipate needing another herb, so let's use that to cure the debuff on her from the camp skill. Some deeds would be nice. Let me get rid of the amulet then for the leper. I'll keep these shovels just because we have, one unscattered hallway here. So I'm going to check to see if there's anything I want to get rid of. Nope. I'm actually going to go here, again, for the purposes of a critical scout on a potential secret room, and then the last shovel can be used in this hallway if we need it. It'll clear out our inventory. Take these over the Warrior's Bracer. I haven't done this battle, have I? Let's avoid this hallway battle. Team is very healthy so far. Still got battle buffs and stress debuffs. 95% chance of disarming. Good, that's dead. Oh, nice. Was worried that wouldn't one shot. Should outspeed this thing. Never mind. Do a bit of stalling here. he actually went first? Are you kidding me? Every single one of my guys is faster except for the Hellion. That's kind of insane. Okay. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. I mean, it doesn't matter, but how? How is that possible? What are the odds of that? Probably guess like less than 1 in 100. Okay, shovels are definitely no longer needed. Just in time for those 3 Jades. Grab that on the way back. Okay, last battle, and it is a surprise, so that's really good. Might be we can get some kind of box off this guy. Let's do the increased yeah, damage against beasts with Houndmaster. What are the odds that these two just randomly kill Antiquarian? Well, I can always stun here and then Yop with Hellion, right? That's why we take that skill. Well, we weren't exactly rewarded for it, but... And it's kind of annoying that Antiquary gets this debuff, but again, it's the end of the dungeon. And we're dismissing her anyway, right? Let's try to minimize chance of him dying. He can die to a crit from him. Okay, nice crit. Don't have any herbs left to cure that, unfortunately, for the rest of the dungeon. Okay, finally that guy doesn't outspeed the whole team. I wouldn't mind having some blood, so let's get rid of the anti-venoms, which will not be needed for any more curios. I'll leave the 75 gold for now. Oh, yeah, that was the end of the dungeon. So, yeah, I don't know why I thought I would have to go in this room. Let's actually... I can afford one more hallway battle here. Let me do this and then throw away the bandages to make room. Easy fight. Okay, so I don't think I need bandages anymore. Even holy water curios I am not concerned about because the inventory is getting full. But Jade is not a high priority. There's no chance of a secret room. I don't need this food anymore. I'm gonna skip out on the holy waters. So let's go back this way. I'm gonna leave that torch in case I see a random pile of scrolls I want to circle back to use the purgic work. Is that the last chest? There's one more chest over here. 3 porches is really nice though. Let's pitch the blood then. Crests over how much jade is this actually worth? That's like, let's just call one jade 400 gold. That'd be like 2,000 gold. A little less than 2,000. It's not bad. Is this even a... No, I'm not even sure that chest requires a key, so let's just see what happens. What was over here? Don't care about the pile of books. Okay, so nope, nope. Nice. 20 coins. It's a lot of gold. 20 times 500. It's like 20k right there. Yeah, I guess I should have kept the key. It's fine. Oh no, it was one of these tiny ones. So I guess I was right. Guess I'll see what this curio is. Get. I am actually down for one more hallway battle. Maybe it's the Shambler. Wouldn't be too bad actually to get a Shambler here. Just maggots. Nice, a stress healing battle. We just got a hunger check, so we can pitch that. Okay, great. Last bit of loot, and it's just the map. I'm fine to take off here. Don't want to risk having someone get too stressed to have to put them in the sanitarium or something. Okay, so somehow I did the math wrong here. This is actually worth 10,000 gold. 20 coins at 500. Yeah, easy math. Did, did not do it correctly though. Unholy Slayer doesn't do anything except the late game with the DD4 level. Well, DD2 might have some unholy guys, I think. Okay, good amount of gold. We're starting to build up our bank reserves for the interest to start racking up. Again, that's the main priority right now, so we can stop worrying about gold for the rest of the game, hopefully. Garlic is nice, so but so is the long dungeon of the cove, so I think I'm gonna go for that. Runes Tactician and Daredevil, not bad. I don't need another Grave Robber though. Question is, do I want to keep this Antiquarian over those guys? He does some pretty good quirks, and some pretty bad ones. Nocturnal. He always had that. Eldritch Hater is good for the Cove. Cove Explorer is good for the Cove. Cove Explorer is good for the Cove. Eldritch Slayer is good for the Cove. But I do want, yeah, we have three sources of healing here. I want to start getting, yeah, I mean, he's a Ruins phobe, and he's an Eldritch Slayer, so he'd be good in either the Cove or the Wheel. The thing about this team is that there's no Antiquarians, so I think I want to, again, Eldritch Hater, good for the Cove. Let's prioritize getting our gold up here, as always. Antiquarian's always going to take the map, and the 2 of 3 is actually going to be of some benefit here. Leper will take Focus Ring. So now it's a question of whether 8. I mean, these are both getting a crit. This is also getting 3 speed, though, which Leper does lack. Minus healing received, though, minus virtue chance. He's always taking that, and maybe the. Let's see. I guess he could use some accuracy. So Plague Doctor can take the Swift Cloak. And then actually 8 crits and 5 accuracy. So this gives 8 crit, this gives 8 crit, this gives 8 crit. I think the what do I care more about? 5 accuracy, 5 dodge. Definitely not the dodge, I think. I think it's gonna be the speed. So it's kind of interesting. I've never taken Berserk Mask on Leper. Generally I take like an extra Moon Ring or something. I'm actually gonna try this out here for the 3 speed. Should be pretty good actually. Okay, so we're looking pretty good as far as the guild goes. I could probably afford to, yeah, definitely put some skills into the reduction, cost reduction there, but these guys are already pretty much leveled up. Yeah, I don't have to do that right now. He has Incision already. Do I care about Purge? Not really. Get Down, I don't really care about. Okay. Camping, we just need to make sure we have ambush prevention. I will avoid leeches. No one's diseased right now. If someone gets diseased, then it's fine. Pure spirits, huh? Maybe I do take this Grave Robber. So this Antiquarian, which is Fair Weather Fighter, Irrepressible. I mean, this is a Deathless run, so weak grip on life on the squishiest character in our roster is not great, especially with minus bleed resist and lowered speed. Yeah, I don't anticipate taking Antiquarian into a veteran dungeon anytime soon. But how good is this Antiquarian? This one's actually a little bit better, just because the bad quirks are not as bad. Ruin Stagnation is very good in the ruins, so let's go ahead and get rid of this headache here. Just commit to that decision. Are there any quirks we can start getting rid of here? I think I am going to satisfy myself with just removing bad quirks for the time being. We can save some money and lock in the good quirks later. Any egregious quirks that absolutely have to go away? I think there was an ANSI, yeah. That is something that has to go. Hot to Trot? Should I lock that in now? Again, I want to start saving up busts for the granary. Let's hold off on getting discounts for now. Maybe there's an opportunity. I think there's an opportunity to do this later in the game. We have more gold. Meaning we should be all set for this next run here. This is a fairly immobile team. We want everyone to be right where they are. Gotta remember to take blood this time. It's like Pestering Vapors and Flash Powder in this the Cove is better than in the Warrens because everything is going to be lower resist to Blight. I'm going to try Demon's Pull for this one. You can pull some Stress Casters to the front for Leper to hit there. Leper's looking good. I am pretty happy we're able to hit all these really good long dungeons right now. Don't need any of those. We'll take 3 bandages. Should have a lot of bleed resist or bleed healing. I always like to take 7 herbs for the long cove quest. Hopefully we get some curio we can use this on immediately. But there are a lot of debuffs and herb curios in the cove. So we'll take 3 of these, 4 of these. We've got to remember to take some blood she's craving, so let's take 2 of those. I can't remember if this is a complete all battles or just explore 90% of rooms. There's an argument to be made for Eldritch Slayer here. But 8 crit is probably going to be better. Looking good. Lower dodge and low health just means this guy's kind of at risk, but should be able to play it out. Once it becomes a veteran dungeon, I will take anti-venoms, a stack of anti-venoms no matter what, just in case of the Shambler. And then high infestation, there's always a chance of running into the bloodsuckers that do blight damage. Okay, get some scouting. Let's just maximize our odds of disarming this. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You're kidding me. That was a 5% chance to fail. Well, that's why we maximize our chances. And that's why we take the herbs. So we will debuff. Oh, he's in wasting. Wow. So we will cure that off the heavy speed debuff on the Plague Doctor here. Feed her the blood. Keep the map equipped. Okay, reasonable fight here. Let's go with our pull strategy here. Leper's doing 9 to 18. Hmm. Tough choice. Okay, so he actually goes first before the occultist, so we'll just do this and then probably kill this. This is probably the first time I've ever taken a team like this exact team rather, go, so be an interesting learning curve here. I'm gonna go for stun on this guy. It's not great. Let's go ahead and get some healing on this guy. Now he's out of range to be attacked. Nice heal. Good dodge. Just stall for a while here. Okay, we can go for a kill now. Let's actually get our speed up on the leper in case we get a hallway battle immediately after this. Okay. So for Explorer rooms, I can just skip that hallway battle there. We'll keep the food. Maybe we'll look to camp in the next... Okay. It's good. Okay, good. I would choose to camp after this fight here. Okay. This is great to run into. Let's see what's the worst quirks. It's either going to be Shocker or Nervous Bleeder. Again, I don't anticipate a scenario really where Leper's bleeding and he can't. Well, I guess I could say bandages. Uh, Shocker is not. It's not great to have on. I would say this is the worst quirk, but this one is locked in. Yeah. Let's see if there's another one to cure the Shocker on the cultist later in this dungeon. Okay. Kind of want this gold though. And after we camp here, we'll have some more room. Oh, there. You're kidding me. There's that core coming into play already. And we miss. So, what does that teach me? Maybe the surgical gloves would have been better on Leper. He's kind of messing up the synergy with Cultist, and he's also still missing. Don't want to get stunned again. Or get a disease. Okay, glad he targeted him. It's the Plague Doctor. He's already dead. Let's try to get a kill on this guy with Leper. Good. Need that little extra damage from Antiquarian there. Crit from Demon's Cauldron is really nice. I think this stress will be healed off by his camp buffs anyway. Doesn't matter. Nice crit. He's going to be healed to full. I don't need to put a bleed on him. Okay, 2 more food. That's nice. Let's go ahead and camp here. So we will do this to prevent him from getting the extra stress. Yeah. Hit this. Then we can de-stress everyone with the leper. Can de-stress himself and get more accuracy, and then I think we will just go for a good trinket here. Nope, terrible trinkets. here. Let's see what. No, actually, let's do incantation. Okay, so we'll make our way down this way, and then we'll come back up for this chest here. Again, like we're gonna try this again with our 95% chance to disarm. See what happens. Okay, we don't get terrible luck for once. Okay. I will go ahead and get all of these rooms out of the way to give me myself some more flexibility when it comes to the later half of the dungeon. Meaning I'm gonna go here and then, yeah, make my way around clockwise. Then we can hit up these curios along the way. And I'll just pitch that now. Hit these so I don't have to backtrack as much. Love to see all these scouted battles though, they're not nearly as scary. Okay, this fight is kind of annoying, but not the worst. Can't stun these guys, so we'll go for a blight. Don't know if I want to go for a Hue. Probably a Hue because this is already stunned for the next round. That's not good. You could have actually died if you got crit a second time. Let's go for a kill on one of these guys, and then that was not great. Well, let's prevent her from dying. Good. Okay, glad he doesn't get infected. Team is starting to get a little low. Uh, -1 damage. I think we can actually go for another round of healing. Hopefully it doesn't infect someone I don't want to get infected, like him. But it worked out. Good. When you don't have Vestal, you have to use these piecemeal heals like this, which is kind of annoying, but does give a lot of advantages, freeing up that back row slot. Okay, this time we don't have the room to swap the map back and forth, so we'll just go for the... Okay, it's unfortunate. We might actually have enough time to walk off that debuff that lasts for like 10 rounds. Yeah, we should have enough time. It's very rare, but because these always are scouted, I know I can afford to do that. And we have 3 battles left on this, so I don't want to camp anytime too soon. Under Eldritch Slayer Ring, I think the odds of running into... There's no odds running into 4 blockages, so I'm good to pitch that. Let's grab this. Maybe get some extra food. If that's the case, I do need that statue. So we can eat the food, I guess. Maybe. swap Eldritch Slayer Ring on Antiquarian and stun the map. Okay, easy fight. Let's try to go for a kill on this. Nice. Then we just kill off her. Okay. Guess this Brawler is a stress caster. We do have a room battle coming up, so I can use Intimidate on Leper this turn, get his speed up. Who can I heal? Actually, I can give Occultist a protection and dodge buff. I do want the gold here, so I haven't used a single bandage since the quest started, I guess. Let's do this in case we get a secret room. The -8 dodge isn't amazing either. And she doesn't even have Nervous Stab equipped. I have no reach for her except for Occultist Pull, so I'm just gonna get this damage in early. Starts, yeah, taking away at her. Can do. Let's go ahead and do this. I can kill this guy with Leper. Five to 9. This guy would need 9 damage. Let's just kill the more threatening guy. I think we can outspeed, yeah, the Witch next turn, so we'll stun him. Okay, just like we said. That's actually kind of dangerous. Wow. If that had crit, that could have possibly ended the run, so maybe I should have thought a little bit better about that. I can guarantee. Let's see, I think I want to just go for the heal here. Because even if he crits him, let's see, who's gonna go first? He has 5 speed, Leper has 5 speed, she has 6 speed. I think the odds of this going wrong is not that bad. So he does get a full health. Let's kill her. Good dodge. Let's cure off that bleed. And he's dead. Okay. We have 1 battle left on these buffs, and we have 1 battle here, so I will wait till that fight ends before using our second camp here. Would be nice to have 8 crests, but everything else in our inventory is pretty good. We'll have more room after we camp. The pool I'll use after we camp, so if it gives us the resilience buff, that can last for the rest of the dungeon. Gonna go ahead and stun the backline in this case. Okay. This Curio is going to give us a damage buff for the rest of the dungeon if we choose to camp here, so I will go ahead and do that. It's not quite dead. So we will go ahead Is there a chance of him dying here if he takes a crit? I don't think this guy can crit for 16, so no. Okay. We can actually mitigate his damage now with Leper, just to make sure this guy doesn't die. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate, but doesn't quite afflict, and we guarantee a camp after this fight, so I'm not worried. I can actually double stun these two guys here. Let's see. Start healing this guy up a little bit. Again, we can just intimidate this guy. Yeah, that guy's dead. Or chop is fine. Let's go ahead and heal him up. Okay. Well, that cancels out the heal for 20 I got earlier. Okay, now we can hit Intimidate again. Get his damage even further reduced. Okay, let's try to maybe end it this round. We can afford to stall one more turn by hitting him twice here. It's not going to trigger reinforcements that way. As long as you hit them with 2 damaging abilities a turn, then the reinforcements are not going to get triggered. I'll go for a double stun here. It's alright. He crits for 3 damage because of all the intimidates we spammed on him. Nice crit heal. A little bit of stress heal there. Okay, now we camp. Let's take the food. I'll take the busts. Let's get the... Okay, let's think about this. Let me get rid of the bust for now so I unequip Blasphemous Vial while I give everyone some stress here. See, he's almost afflicted, but can put this back on, and Leper can hit Quarantine, reduce everyone's stress, hit Reflection on himself, and instead of Trinket Scrounge here, I might consider going for Self-Medicate on Blade Vector, reduces stress a little bit, and give him some accuracy. Then again, I could just probably better just using Courage on him, and then let's do Curious Incantation again. No Trinket Scrounge this time. Leper will always get the damage buff, of course. Since we just camp, that will not reset. So, third time. Let's see if this 95% Tramp Disarm works out. Perfect. So now his stress is at a manageable level. Oops. Oh, hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Should be fine. A lot of extra food here. Actually, I don't know why I said that. We got no food. To get a shovel and a torch. Let's get Resilience on Occultist. He's the most likely to die in the front row. Okay, Antiquarian is needing some blood here. It's fine for now. Okay, we'll take the rubies over the 1,000 gold here. Let's go ahead and try this map thing again. Actually, no. She will just go and try to disarm this. I don't have any room in my inventory to swap back and forth. What was this curio? Nope. Okay, should have plenty of food for the rest of the dungeon here. That's 3 hunger checks we can pass. Let's see what we get here. Sure. Let's pitch the rubies for some of these curios that we need. even the deeds would be good. Wait, no, I want the busts over the crests. Okay. I want this on. He doesn't have very many quirks so far. We get a good quirk. Co-adventure, perfect. Perfect what we're doing here, obviously. Portrait. I think we're pretty good on portraits right now. The guild is pretty much upgraded due to that free upgrade event we got. Nice scouting here. Now I will pop blood, so she's in Bloodlust for this battle. Okay, don't care about that. I like to put the bleed on this guy, so he just dies on his own soon. We'll go ahead and put the blight on these guys. Care more about damage than stress right now. Okay. Now we can prevent this guy from taking the turn. Get the double stun him. It's good. This guy should be dead now. This guy's dead. This thing is dead. Stress heal with Leper. Let's just get some extra healing, I guess, since we won't be able to afford using any food for healing now. Okay. 8 crests over anything here. 8 crests is worth more than 2 deeds. And I just take this now. Good. More scouting, hopefully. Good, 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 good. We have a lot. It's probably impossible not to scout at this point. We have 10%, 35%, 45% extra scouting. It's impossible not to get a scout here, right? Let's see. Don't care about stress on her anymore, so I'll keep the map on her. She's got the 50% reduced stress. This fight shouldn't be any challenge. Try to one-shot this guy. Nice. Make it so these guys die simultaneously. That guy's dead. Yeah, this team is a little bit weak to cleave damage, actually. 4 damage, need to kill him. Let's try to go for that. Nice. Let's get some healing. More healing. Okay. Let's check out this room up here so we don't have to backtrack. We'll hit these curios on the way back. As long as nobody has like a food curio, right? Yeah, nobody has any quirks that are going to negatively interact with these curios. Finally got another coral there, eerie coral, that will let us heal off the shocker on the cultist. I don't even have to look, I know that's the one I want to heal off. Great, this cultist is very good now. Some more food. Maybe I pitch the holy waters at this point. I think let's backtrack on these remaining curios. Get some more scouting off this battle, hopefully. Oh, nice surprise. These mosquitoes can be stunned, so that's perfect. Unfortunately, she loses that. These guys have lower blight resist. Let's do this. I'm not sure what I want to go for here. Let's try to kill this thing. Killing these guys minimizes damage. Would have been really sad if he got crit there. Still a little bit sad. Not sad about that. He has reduced stress. We go for a kill on this mosquito next. 15 health, and I do 11 to 22. Let's go ahead and just heal up this guy. Good crit. Perfect. 15 damage. I don't mind if he gets the curse. He would be okay to have in the Fnatic fight. Okay. Nice. It's our last battle, hopefully. One more room needed, looks like. So we will go over here. Wow, I'm surprised. For this many rooms, I still need to do the remaining 3 rooms is a little bit surprising, but I will take a scouted battle over those unscouted hallways. You just pop 2 food here that we don't need. Okay, this fight might be a little bit difficult if we miss anything on these guys, or if the wrong guy gets stunned by that. Okay, danger is mitigated. Everything is cool now. Because that thing's dead. No chance of these guys exploding on us, ruining the run. Maybe I'm being dramatic, but I would do a lot of bad stuff to my team. Cool. Let's head up here. Try to get a scout on this room here. Just remember, this chest has nothing to do. Oh, Shambler's Altar. We'll have to think about that. Maybe not. Not after he just took those 2 hits to stress. Need some backline damage going on these guys. It's fine. Mm-hmm. Kill this thing off, which has the most speed. He dies anyway. Hmm. Okay, he's dead. Go ahead and do this. More heals. Nice crit. That guy's dead. Now, as far as the Shambler goes, I don't. We don't do that because we already have the map. There's nothing else I'm dying to get from the Shambler. I don't even need to get the Ancestor Scroll because we already have the Salacious Diary for the Vestal. Her and Crusader are the ones that benefit most from the scroll. I don't see any. I don't see that we're going to need any keys for chests. We don't need. I'm going to skip the Shamblers. We don't need bandages anymore. Just take a peek and see if there's any curio here. Nope. That's right. I didn't go to this curio. I don't plan on it. You know, have a torch anyway. Hopefully, I don't get a torch and tempt myself. What's this here? Oh, nice. Because that trap spawned there, that means I don't have to worry about a hunger check spawning on the same tile. And I can safely go for this box and get more stuff. Very nice. Another successful antiquarian dungeon with max coins and 4 antiques. Very happy with that. This is the key. It only takes a couple antiquarian runs to get your bank going, and after that, you are set on gold for the rest of the campaign. 150 gold. Very happy to see that. Got 3 sun rings. I don't need that many for sure. But we'll actually hold on to them for now. 2 Eldritch Slayer rings. No, don't need that. We'll keep the 1 though. Ooh, another surgical gloves. A long quest in the wield. Now that is something I can get behind. I can take my shield breaker here that takes a lot less stress in the wield. Definitely want a Vestal for that one. I think I want a at least 1 guy to cure off stress on her throughout the dungeon. And that leaves 1 room open for maybe a Houndmaster or Hellion. Let's see what's on our roster here. Twilight Dreamer, Wheel Scruncher, a Luminous Jester with Slow Draw. I'll pass on that. Okay. We will definitely stress shield this guy here. I'll use the Transept for balance quirk over damage buff. Been very good on. Yeah, I'm not worried at all about Blacksmith and Tavern upgrades now. Okay. So, quick Crusader here or here. Let's get the trinkets going first. Focus Ring for sure. And we can do something like Dark Bracer. Houndmaster really appreciates accuracy too, but so does Crusader. All of Crusader's attacks are melee, so we'll give him the Surgical Gloves. We'll give Houndmaster the Focus Ring. Vestal will always get the Salacious Diary, and then the Ancestor's Map too. Then we can also put the Bleed Amulet onto Houndmaster for the extra bleeds. And Crescendo Box on Crusader would be nice. Or even Houndmaster, honestly. If we put Crescendo Box on Houndmaster, then yeah, because he gets the speed to get the bleeds going earlier. And then it's between, on the Crusader, it's going to be between Eldritch Slayer's Ring and Dark Bracer. So we care about 25% damage versus pretty much everything, or some crit and dodge. Leaning towards this. The alternative would be putting the map on the Crusader and having something else on the Vestal, but I don't really see anything. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Guard on Hellmaster. Let's get the right skills on this Scal here. I guess we can afford to use the training regimen here. The reporters are not going to be hard to find. We need these skills, or rather I want those skills. Want to max everything I can. Okay. Blacksmith. Camp skills. Definitely want the protection buff on her, especially at level 0 and the blight ability, so get rid of that. We need more pep talks in place of man's best friend, maybe. That's fine. We need pep talk on her. So the only thing is we don't get a antiquarian to take on this quest, but I don't want to do that with the level 0 shield breaker anyway. I'm gonna call it quits here for now, and see you guys the next time.